Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know that I just had a video released, so this is an impromptu one. One of my moderators had also requested that I do more lives, and so I said, hey, why not? So here I am, Lizzabitty. So as you make your way into the room, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's get the party started. I'm going to give you guys some time to come on in. Hey, there she is. There she is. I was just speaking about you, saying that one of my moderators had asked me to come live a little more. And I said, okay, well, here I am. Here I am, Miss MJ. Hey, girl, hey. So we're going to have an interesting discussion today. Thank you for everyone that's in the room. If you are in here, please like the video and all of that. Hello, blind guy, his wife, their life. I'll give everyone a few more. I'll give it to 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I'm having a drink, okay? I'm having a drink. Yes. So, hello, Lenny. Hello, Zoo and Shayna. Thank you for sharing and all of that. So I'm going to hit a few topics today. The title says, do you sell out your own for crumbs? Now, within this discussion that we're going to have, there's going to be some peaked valleys and low lows, some plateaus. So first, I received an article that talked about how China had sold $6 billion worth of cocoa to Europe. The background of the article said that they had been growing their own cocoa trees for the past 6 years, and that the people that they hired were Ghanaian agronomists. And so they also said that they were paying these agronomists $3,800 plus or so a month in salary. And also said in the article that China is indicating their sand is not polluted or contaminated. Now, that is a point of contention, as well as them hiring the Ghanaian folks to leave their mother country to go and help someone else start up a business that basically feeds this country, as well as other countries who export cocoa beans. I find that intriguing, and it only took them 6 years to do it. So first, let's address this. Hey, bro, there you are. I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you for joining. So first, let's unpack the the statement about the soil being contaminated and polluted. Well, if it was contaminated and polluted, we already know who did it. Do you agree? Do you agree? You know, I find it interesting that they can use that as a sale/marketing tactic when we know that just about every place they set their sights on, they do some mess, some debauchery. And also saying that what they are, a person could infer, is that Ghana's land is not, fertile, that it is polluted and contaminated. But here, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And the second point of contention is, oh, of course it is. A second point of contention is the fact that we would take a mere $3,800 per month. And yes, they probably can do a lot with that money. I am not going to negate that. That $3,800 a month in Ghana can take you very, very far. Okay? It can. I do not want to say that it wouldn't. But I'm a person with my own convictions. I hate being a hypocrite is the first thing. But even if I was getting paid that money, I would be in the back of my mind, in the back of my head, thinking, if I undercut my own country, yes, the money they are paying me will go far, but there will be thousands and thousands, possibly millions of people who cannot benefit from the drop in exported sales. Now, granted, a few months ago, the Ghanaian president spoke about how they were not going to any longer support Switzerland with their chocolate. Okay? So it's possible that Switzerland has taken China up on its offer to sell these cocoa beans so they can make their chocolate and charge these exorbitant amount of fees. So you all need to watch that. Watch that as well when you buy things. Okay? So, oof. Yeah, I was not happy reading this. I was not happy. Of course, I had some choice words. A third point is that when we, I'm sorry, that's my phone is vibrating. When we allow others to come in and assist us with, I'm going to use the word development. This is why unification and collectivism is very important for us. I had this conversation with a local Ghanaian here who's airway, and we talked about this. And one of the things that he said was, a lot of times when the Chinese comes to these countries, they offer these complete package deals to develop the areas. Not so let's say if you wanted a expansion bridge, suspension bridge built, they would offer to build, let's say, do the landscaping, maybe some commercial areas around that, etc., at no additional cost. And he was saying versus, let's say, if they chose an American engineering construction firm or something, they wouldn't do that. They would only set the price of what the RFP was based off that and not put anything extra. So what he was saying is that those deals are more attractive to these African nations. But just as Ed just said, oh, y'all know I love Ed, is that it's basically a Trojan horse. So yes, they offer that, but you're going to get a lot of cheap materials and shoddy work. Shoddy work. If you recall, Kenya recently, I want to say it was 3 or 4 months ago, remember they had an issue with a bridge that China built, and when they went and checked the materials were substandard. I think about that. You got cars going back and forth across this bridge, and they're using substandard materials. Bridge could collapse and kill people anytime. So what I said to this gentleman was that I hear what you're saying, and just because something sounds attractive does not mean it's good for you. I said, us that come from the diaspora, we recognize the games that they play. So yeah, they give you this full meal, okay? And not just the main course, but you get the full meal, the entree, the appetizer, all of this stuff and dessert. But you, in the end, you're going to be paying more than if you had picked someone that only gave you the appetizer for which you initially asked for. And so I'm saying that to go back to what I was talking about with China and these deals. Our collectivism and unification is to the benefit of all of us, because at some point, I'm not saying that the people should not go abroad and work. Why? I'd be a hypocrite because that's what I do. But at the same time, what I'm not doing is selling out my own just for the expense of leaving, because $3,800 or so a month sounds good to me. We have to do better. We have to do better, because even though you're getting that money, some of your brothers and sisters could be out of work. You just never know how that cycle goes full circle, how it completes. And as it's completing itself, what things are being missed in there as well. So I wasn't, as I said, I wasn't too happy about this article. Once I end this live, I will pin the article down in the comment section. So if you want to take a read, you can read it for yourself. I feel it's egregious. So they basically want to come over here and recolonize, because that's what they're doing. And then take the skill sets of the indigenous continental Africans, take it back over there, start it up as their own, because they have no idea on how to do this, but start it up as their own and begin to export. And truth be told, we all know that China is the manufacturing powerhouse of the world. That's just the facts. Whether we agree with it or not, that is just the facts. A lot of products that we say, that we just use daily, I mean, containers and things, a lot of that stuff comes out of China because of their factories. So I'm going to read some of you guys' comments. Let's see here. Agree, DC. Okay, and Blind Guy and his wife says, I'm wondering what the proof of the $3,800 month as payment actually is. Were they paid that much to sell out, or were the Ghanaians duped into a raggedy deal? Well, according to the article, Blind Guy, his wife, their life, they were saying that that is the salary of the Ghanaian agronomists who have gone there to teach them basically how to plant, cultivate, and harvest the cocoa beans. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And as Ed has said here, that's a subtle way of making an international hostile takeover. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. So, you know, just as a unit, we have to educate our continental brothers and sisters, continental African brothers and sisters, because a lot of them do not know from whence we come. And you cannot hold people accountable for ignorance, not knowing something. Just even in my trip to Tamale while I've been here in Ghana, those people up there don't know anything about us. No. Sure, they've heard of the U.S. from what they've seen on TV. But in terms of our struggle, no. And that's not their fault. So we have to get to a point where we are educating them as well, so they understand our struggle and why we are leery about trusting certain folks. Now, granted, you're going to always have a few that after you tell them X, Y, and Z, they still drinking the Kool-Aid. There's always a Jim Jones lurking. Always. Always. So, but be mindful of that. But we have to cultivate these relationships. You know, that's why I'm not here for all the mess that, you know, continental Africans don't like us. I mean, and people, most of the folks who have said this, I want them to give me a list of the 10 countries they visited, and every 10 country that they visited, the different cities that they've been to, because these countries are huge. Every person you met in that respective country said that about you? No. So that's an issue. That's an issue. We have to educate one another. We need them for the education as well. We really, really do. You know, as my sister from Two Sisters and a Cocktail always says, that in terms of the learning exchange, there are things that are still so American about us when we come here, because we have been indoctrinated in a system from the time we grew up to whatever your age is from the time you get here. It is difficult to relinquish that overnight. It is nearly impossible. You're not going to be able to relinquish all that overnight. You're not, because even when you try certain things, something else may come up that's very, let's say, Western, that you didn't even think about. So that in itself is going to be a gradual process. Okay. It's like a parallel highway. It's going to be a gradual process. Yeah, that article had me heated. real heated. I don't want the people leaving their homes to make, especially giving them, I'll call it, and some of you folks who professionals, you may be engineers if you're watching and catch the replays, what you call trade secrets. Meaning they go and tell these people how to grow all this stuff because they're not the kind of farmers that we are here on the continent. And then what do the people back here have? I mean, it's again, that 3,800 a month is attractive. It's attractive. It sounds good, and all of that. But all money is not good money. All opportunities are not good opportunities. We just have to think about some of the things that are being dangled in our faces. And sometimes I recognize that it is difficult for us to think about that because we are so heavily invested in, I need more money, I need more money, I need more money. And so that's hard. Okay. Let me see what XDMC says and put my glasses back on. He says, we need to educate each other. Yes, they will. Yes, they will, XDMC. Yes, they will. You are so right, brother. You are so right. You speaking nothing but the truth. And see, some of the misinformation as well, XDMC, it comes from us being lazy. You know, I've done a video. You have to excuse me. You know, it's nighttime, and you know what happens at night. It's getting nighttime outside. The air foliage does its job. The ecosystem does its job. If you recall, I did a few weeks or months or so ago something similar talking about that. How we're so lazy. We don't want to read. We don't want to check stuff out to make sure somebody is saying what they're saying is facts, or if they're using it for propaganda. We have just become so lazy, and that laziness is going to be to our peril. Not to our advancement. It will be to our peril. You know, but it's funny too, because even my sister in here, Sherry B, she is always telling the Ghanaians here to do better for here. Not take all of your talents elsewhere, but do better for here. This is your home. Do better here. But some of them are still completely brainwashed with the West is better. And that comes from indoctrination and education, as you know. Who is that? Lonnie Redwine. Hello. Thank you. So another point I wanted to get on today, I got a video that's going to come out. I don't know when it's going to come out. I don't know when it's coming out, okay? I can't remember. But the video, today I was in the grocery store. And I think that I've shared this with you all before, that I am a former teacher. I taught the deaf for 10 years. And I'm not going to get into the background of that because I'll spoil the video that's coming up. But in the store today, and a young deaf woman walks up, young deaf Ghanaian woman with beautiful, I don't know what happened. Okay. I was trying to go back over here to be close, so I'm gonna try something else. I'm sorry. You have to excuse me. All right, anyway, sorry. So anyway, I'm trying to get to the story. A beautiful black Ghanaian deaf woman. And when I tell you her skin was gorgeous, you all have no idea. Beautiful and flawless. And so she had a card. She didn't speak, right? She didn't speak. And so I said, that means, are you deaf? Okay. And we began to talk. We began to have a conversation. Okay? We began to have a conversation, and I was so excited like a little kid. Yes, I did. I was so excited. Now, if you all want to do some homework, I will give you this much. You can research Dr. Andrew Foster. And that'll tell you why I was so excited, and as well as my background. But she was gorgeous. Okay? She was gorgeous. Yes, she was. So, yeah. Yeah. Do some research on Dr. I don't know. I've been wanting to encounter. I have been wanting to encounter. Okay, I am so sorry. Yes. So I'm going to put you here for a moment. Let's see if I can get it to sit down right here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, I don't have my glasses. Lord have mercy. Now I'm going to have to squint too seriously. Yes. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Liz posted the information about Dr. Foster. About Dr. Foster. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. No, I think I was too far out from the house, is what I think. That's what I think. So, anybody got any questions? Because we're going to stop at 30 minutes. You got any questions? Any questions? Okay, we got 27 in. Can we get 27 lights, please? I don't have my glasses. I don't know what you all are saying. By the time I'm aware of what he's trying to ask me to do, he's already closed. Yes, yes. Okay, I was waiting for some questions. If no one has any more comments or questions, I'm going to cut the stream. If you don't have any comments or questions, and I got my cocktail. I was trying to sit outside with nature, and it didn't go too well. Anyway, check out today's Two Sisters in a Cocktail, which was actually over breakfast with Cherie and myself. And drop your comments down in the comment section. This came as a request with Synovia, so you all thank Synovia for this live. This is what she asked for. She's a sweetie pie. So, let's see. Let me educate you about the content. That's the economy. It's booming. That have tried to familiarize themselves and believe propaganda, mainly out of Africa. Yes, I think your name is Brunetta. I think that's what you said. I don't have my glasses. Okay, yes. I think that's what you said. Many of us are bamboozled by a lot of things. And I've long said this: coming on this company is not for everybody. It is not. This is not for everybody. Everyone is not going to do right. And so, and since that is the case, I mean, I don't want you here. And when I find out that you around here on some mess, it's going to be colored people's time. I mean what I say. Sometimes people just think I'm a loudmouth. But I move in silence for a reason. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. Okay? It is what it is. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching and all of that. And I may come live tomorrow night. It just depends on what I'm doing. Tomorrow I have a photo shoot. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to get all gussied up and beautified with makeup. Ooh, I am so excited. And if I can record there and show you behind the scenes, I will. I'll do my best. Mashu from Mashaka. It's a word I made up. Do not ask me what it means. I have no idea. I made it up. So, you all have a great day wherever you are. Wherever you are. be true to self, and be true to black slash African folks worldwide. Peace.